What is up, guys? Back with the final episode, or sort of final episode of the Body by Rings series. I will be adding another video to the mix next week, which will be explaining my sort of summary of how I felt I did on the first phase of the Body by Rings method, and whether or not I'll be continuing and what I thought of it. So that video will be up in the next few weeks, as well as some progress pictures as well. I'm starting off today's workout, which is a pull workout. And I usually have done already the Edo Portal lower upper body warm-up, which I always link to in the description, and you've probably seen me do many times before. But I then do the scapular retractions just on a bar, just to warm up my scapula for this back workout. The first exercise is the Mantle Chin Up. Now this is an exclusive exercise that I haven't really seen done anywhere else. I think I've seen Fitness FAQs uploaded like a video about one-arm progressions, and that may have been in there, but this actual exercise I haven't heard of before this program. But it's a really great exercise for that progression to a one-arm chin. The one-arm chin up is something I've been battling for a while. I actually did have, I could get a one-arm chin up when I was very fresh, and sort of off a three-quarter sort of position on my arm a while back, but I haven't really trained it, so it was really cool to start incorporating some one-arm training into this routine. Although I did make one mistake on this first set, is I did the exercises back to back, and I think this exercise, because you're kind of doing like a delayed set, because you're working one side then the other, but you also work the other side slightly when you're doing whatever side you're doing, so you're working both, you're just working one harder than the other, so it's kind of like doing like two sets back to back. So what I did do is I actually just staggered the sets, so I left a minute and a half in between each side as well as each set, so it actually kind of worked out to be more like 6 sets of 3 to 5 reps rather than 3 sets of 3 to 5 reps. But I digress. It's a really great exercise. It's very adaptable, very repeatable. You just set one ring into a select height lower than the other. I chose to set mine 1 ring difference. So the left ring here is 1 ring lower than the right ring. And that for me is about the right difficulty to hit me in the 3 to 5 rep range. But I do like this exercise for one reason, is that it's a one-arm chin-up exercise that isn't going to absolutely destroy your elbow tendon. You see a lot of people training one-arm chin-ups, and they do like one-arm eccentrics, which is a really good exercise, don't get me wrong. But it is very tough on the shoulder, on the elbow and the shoulder. So I mean, if you're going to do that all the time, you're going to quickly wear out that elbow tendon. So I think this is quite a nice exercise just to still have an effective training method for it, but actually take some of the load off that one-arm chin up. So really do rate this exercise, although I do struggle with this at the end, and I think I throw in just an eccentric at the end instead of doing an actual rep, simply because I wanted to get, again, that quality instead of the quality and quantity as well. The second exercise, sorry, I had to put that in. The second exercise that I do is the front lever holds. Now, I think the exercise I changed may have been a rowing movement, so I figured that it used the same sort of muscle group, so I threw it in as a horizontal pull. I was actually going for about 30 to 45 seconds of total accumulated holds. So I think that worked out to about 3 sets of 10-second holds, maybe. My front lever is feeling really strong at the moment. I actually managed like a 10-second straddle with only a slight break in the hips at the end the other day, and I feel like it's just making sure my position in that extended position is my strength. In that extended position, I feel comfortable, because I think at the moment I just haven't really trained in that sort of full front lever position. As always as well, this is some integrated mobility. I'm just stretching out my lats as well as my biceps, and I do this with every training session I do. If I'm doing pull or push even, I'll stretch out my chest and triceps just to help relieve some of the pump, and I do feel that I perform a little bit better when I stretch out the muscles that are being worked. I think maybe it increases blood flow. Not really sure, I can tell you why, it's just a personal thing. I think it's supposed to help with mobility as well. So after those 3 sets, I did 3 sets of the infamous face pull, and I recorded the first set in slow-mo for some reason, so I thought I'd may as well throw at least 1 rep in slow-mo in there for you. You've probably seen this exercise before in the first pull workout, and it is something that repeats throughout the bodybuilding series. I think it's a really, really good exercise, especially as it works out really neglected aspect of certainly a pull and an upper body and shoulder stability, really. I think a lot of people don't do enough of this external rotation. So the fact that this face pull is in both pull days on the bodybuilding method is a really, really good thing. And I really, really do like this exercise, especially now that I've actually worked out the progression that works for me and I'm not trying to overreach, especially with something that's so like tendon heavy as well. So I think as you're watching this video and possibly the last push workout, you'll see me sort of a week into the program, so I'm kind of a bit more established and know roughly what progressions I'm going to go for compared to the first couple of episodes. After this, I do 3 sets of Skin the Cat. I didn't actually film all 3 sets, unfortunately. I only did the first set, but it's essentially just this movement here. Really, really good just for loosening up the shoulders, and it also kind of works the lats and core, pulling myself up. I'm not really sure what I'm doing here, but that is the general principle anyway. I do recommend putting in Skin the Cat, as it's a really great precursor to the back lever, because it warms up and uses those tendons in that hyperextended shoulder position that you would use in a back lever. And finally, I did a couple of sets of bicep curls, being a true bro. I haven't actually done any bicep exercises for a long time now. I think about 6 months I haven't done any really isolation exercises. And it's quite interesting that I've seen a decrease in my pull-up performance and my one-arm chin-up performance because I haven't been training biceps. And I really do believe it's because I haven't been training biceps. So for all the bros out there, you're doing something right. I think I'm going to start introducing some more bicep exercises. And then as you can see here, I'm just throwing in some more intercept mobility to finish on up, and probably some loaded stretching. But that is the final episode of the bodybuilding series. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the finale to summarise my opinion on this program. So catch you next week with the final and the progress pictures. See you in a bit, guys.